Hello handpanners! I'm still not in the mood to do any tutorials at the minute, so I'm not going to force myself to do that, because otherwise I'll end up making really not very exciting tutorials. So instead, what I thought would be fun to do today is have a look at some of my old videos of me playing the handpan from 6 or 7 years ago, from when I first bought it, and give myself some advice and some tips. And maybe in doing so, hopefully there'll be a few things that I do in my playing that are common things that could be improved amongst lots of people, and it can be a bit of a like trick tip type thing. I've got my first ever video. It's called My Orbipan Arrived. It was uploaded on the 22nd of November 2014. And then from there I'm going to have a look at a couple of others. I haven't watched them for a very, very, very long time. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what they look like. I'm intrigued and excited and a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. Okay. Cool intro. There's me unboxing the pan, all excited, in my pajamas. I really like that melody. The one thing that I need to watch out for is making sure that I'm keeping those hands even, because every now and then it's like ding 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 quang, like a few moments where there's unexpected loud strike. But other than that, I like this. Yeah, you can see from my playing as well that it's all very low down, and a lot of what I'm doing is coming from the wrists like this. I'm kind of playing ding 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 ding. It's not, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I think since then I've sorted out my posture a little bit and raised those wrists just so that I'm not playing from this angle, because that's going to strain after a while. Past Amy, you need to sort your posture out. So it's a bit more like this instead of this. Raise those elbows a little bit. Yeah, cool. Okay. One thing I did really love about this pan is the ding. It had a really nice bassy ding, actually. It was quite, because it didn't have a lot of sustain. It was just really punchy, and I really liked that about it. For all of the quirks of the instrument and all of the things that I wished for in the instrument, the ding was awesome. There's that quang. That was a little bit random. Weird little bridge section in between two melodies that didn't really need to be there. I think composition-wise I was still figuring it out. I'd never written music, just music before. I'd been a songwriter for a long time, but I'd never written anything without words. So I was still kind of figuring that out. And if I remember, there's another section later on where I turn the pan around, and it's just all a bit boring and repetitive and random. So yeah, so sort out those wrists, sort out those random quang moments, try and get everything nice and stable and settled and even, and come up with a section B, because that's actually a really cool melody. I love it. Cool. All right, so we're still on the Orbipan. Here we are. Handpan quiet time. This is me with dreadlocks and a tie-dye t-shirt. Just you know, all the stereotypes. Okay, I'm remembering now. This was the time I just figured out how to find the harmonics. And so this entire 6 minutes of this piece, there's just harmonics everywhere, which is a little bit overkill. I think it's one of those things that sound really cool when you use them in the right places. So I needed to tone that down a little bit. Also, this piece has so much space in it, and it would really benefit from a stainless instrument. I'm bending those harmonics as well. The groove is really funky, but what I'm noticing in my playing, which is something that I still am a little bit guilty of now, is I'm not massively precise with my movements and with my actual strikes. I'm not very intentional, and so like when you see that like that, what is that? You know, it's not very intentional. I'm just kind of hitting my hand down on the pan. Whereas if I were to use something more bassy and actually on purpose use a specific technique, that would sound so much better. And it's yeah. I see what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I needed to mute it to get that. I think because this piece is so repetitive, it would really benefit from having those little glitter moments that I talk about a lot. Like, I love repetition and I love space, and I'm always banging on about it. Have that repetition, have that space. But to keep it interesting, keep it more exciting, have those tiny little moments where you can, you know, little knocks, little strokes, little rolls, little harmonics, but not every single time, that just change it up a little bit every time around, and that's what keeps it fresh and keeps it interesting. Whereas here, I'm literally repeating exactly the same thing, using the same technique every single time, and it starts to get a little bit like, all right, we've heard this now. I want to play that. Nice. I think I can remember where that's going. I like it. Because I've got the groove, but it's so minimal. Like, it's just and I'm skipping that first beat as well, which is super funky. Yeah, I need to actually this video is me giving advice to past Amy, but I think I need to be taking notes. I've lost this sense of, I feel like I've lost the sense of space a little bit. I really like that. It's super funky. All right, I'm gonna move on now because otherwise this video will be incredibly long, but I really like this piece. I love how it develops. I love that I've got a more sense of structure here. In the last piece, I had a really cool riff and a really cool melody and a hook, and then didn't really know what to do with it. In this piece, I've got direction. It starts really quiet, really spacious, and it grows and grows and grows into something actually really quite funky, but still quite spacious. I think maybe there are a few too many sections in there. and it's very, very repetitive without having the sparkle to make it exciting. And it could also benefit from being played on a warmer instrument, but I quite like that. And yeah, and if I just sorted out what I'm actually doing with those bass sounds, I think that'd be really cool. I remember being quite proud of that when I filmed it. So, Handpan time signature fun. This is 2018. Wow, so this is 4 years later. I've cut the dreadlocks off. Still have the same pan. Still haven't moved on from this pan yet. But hopefully my technique has improved massively. And I'm playing around with time signatures. So let's see what that looks like. Those rolls are so much better now. I've got those rolls down, although my wrists have come down a little bit, so my fingers are like this. So I'm like, they're gonna strain soon. So if I could just loosen up with that and get that little bit of that split hand thing going on and get that movement in there, that would make it so much easier for myself. Like the texture changes as well. So you've got the bass, and then you've got that nice little roll, and then you've got the knuckle bumps, which makes it super interesting but not too complex. And I'm slowly building it up. It's really cool. Again, I still wish I could have a few slight, tiny little variations in it. That was a really good build-up. I like that. Good job, past Amy. Because I started with groove and nothing else. Then I brought in a bass line. This is composition 101. This is exactly what I teach my students. I started with a groove. I brought in a bass line. Then I brought in one note of melody within that bass line to, again, build it. And then I brought it right back down again. So it brought a sense of drama. And then I crashed in with a melody. Yeah, it's awesome. Bass comes back in, the melody changes ever so slightly, but it's repetitive enough that it still stays familiar, but it's changed a little bit, so it keeps it exciting and interesting. The only thing I'm concerned about in my playing is that my thumbs are like this, and my fingers are like this. It's like I've discovered how to use them independently of my hands, but now I'm doing it too much, and my wrists are quite low. So yeah, my whole posture just needs to, and that pan is quite a shallow pan, so I've definitely got room above me to do that. I've borrowed my groove from 4 years before this and brought it back in, which is pretty cool. Again, I liked that same melody developed again, changed ever so slightly again, before I moved on to a new idea, which is super cool. Yeah, I'm going to stop it there. It's cool. I started in a cool time signature, then I borrowed the old melody and stuck them together, which is the beauty of handpan music. You can borrow ideas and swap and change them around and put little improvised parts in between. That's one thing I've noticed, that I don't think, as far as I'm aware, in any of these pieces there's any improvisation within it, which I love to explore now, and I don't think I would have been confident enough to do that then. But actually, I quite enjoyed quite a lot of that. There's some good ideas in there and some good stuff, and particularly the Quiet Time song. I think I want to revisit that on my current pan, because I think that could sound really nice. Yeah, cool, that was fun. Thank you for indulging me in this process of looking at myself. A little bit strange. I will be back with more tutorial content very, very soon. I've been recording a lot of stuff, filming a lot of tutorial stuff that, yeah, it's just, I'm a bit tutorialed out at the minute and teaching a lot as well, so it's fun to explore different mediums and do different things. So I think this is going to be what it is for a little while. But if there's anything in particular that you're interested in learning, please do let me know. And yeah, in the future at some point I will aim to create that and to put that out. But yeah, I just appreciate all of the support, and I appreciate everybody being here, and this is really fun for me, and it's all part of I'm growing all of the time thanks to this space, so I'm super grateful for it. And we're nearly at 5,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now and get ready to teach, and wish you all a beautiful day, and thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video.